Hi guys, I'm Sydney here with Mia Mariu today, and today we're going to talk about contouring and highlighting. There's many celebrities and models out there have really brought this to the forefront of the makeup trend scene, like Kim Kardashian, Jennifer Lopez, and I'm going to show you how to do it today. It's very, very easy, so don't be intimidated by the stripes that I'm going to leave on her face. It really is lots of fun, and you can totally do this at home. Now we're going to start by using a primer. I never leave my house without a foundation primer on. Mia Mariu's Pore Perfecting Primer. It's just a colorless cream. I'm going to just give a really even application all over her face. This is going to hold everything on, make it go on more smoothly, and it keeps your makeup looking fresh all day. We're going to start with highlighting her face. I'm going to use the liquid foundation in Vanilla for her because it is about 2 shades lighter than her complexion. So you'll want to start by choosing a concealer or a foundation that is lighter than your complexion to highlight. I'm going to simply pump this on the back of my hand and use my dual fiber foundation and concealing brush. To decide on the areas to highlight, we want to choose areas we want to lift up. So we always want to lift up and brighten under the eyes, right? So I'm going to start there. And this does not need to be pretty because we're going to go in and blend it later. We also want to lift our eyebrows, right? So I'm going to put it above the brow. I'm going to make her nose look thinner by putting it down her nose. And I'm going to highlight her chin. I also like to put a little bit right here as well. I'm going to finish this off by putting it all around her mouth. Okay, now we're going to go in and layer our contour color. Don't worry, I know she looks kind of scary, but we're going to blend it all together at the end. Okay, so this is the contour color I'm choosing. This is Sambuca in Mia Mariu's concealer. And this is several shades darker than her complexion. So you want to choose a contour color that is 3 or more shades darker. The darker you go, the more dramatic the result. Okay, using the same brush I used to highlight with, I'm going to take my Sambuca and really load my brush up with it. And we're going to draw a nice stripe starting from her ear over. Okay. I'm also going to put it under her jaw. For you ladies who have a little bit of extra something that we want to conceal or make look smaller down here, this is the trick to do that. I'm also going down the side of the nose to make her nose look more angular. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side of the face. Okay, now she is marked with both her highlight and her contour colors. After this, we're going to go and blend it together and add her foundation. Now I'm going to blend these together and add foundation. For this process, I'm going to use Mia Mariu's Kabuki brush, our cream foundation in Trigo. And I'm going to actually apply, yes, the cream foundation with a powder kabuki brush. I'm going to start on the lighter areas by buffing it out in circular motions. Look up for me. Okay, now I'm going to buff it out down here. We're going to do the darker colors last. Okay, so you can see that I've blended out the light colors. Now I'm going to go and do the same thing on the other side of the face, then I'll come back and blend her contour. All right, now that I've got her highlight completely blended out with her foundation, I'm going to go over the contour color and lightly blend it in. You don't want to completely buff it away. We just basically want to soften the edges. Do you see how that gives her a beautiful shape to her face? I'm going to buff out the side of her nose. Now that I've got her all blended out, I'm going to take my vanilla loose mineral powder and set everything so it stays on all day. All right, I finished setting her with the vanilla powder, and I'm going to kick the highlight up just a little bit by using my highlight color out of our palette. And I'm just going to put this in the areas that we highlighted earlier. And this is going to give us this beautiful sheen to the face, just where we want it. So I'm putting it under the eye, up the temples, down the nose, and I always like to hit just a little bit on the chin. Obviously, if you're oily, you want to avoid doing this in the T-zone area, but it is always gorgeous right out here. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side. All right, and it's that simple. This is how to do contouring and highlighting using products from Mia Mariu. Hope you enjoyed.